Just keeping up with Tina for the few hours after school was enough of a chore for a widow in her twilight. That's what they said, anyway. Tina knew her granny had argued with them about it. She had heard the whole thing that one night when her mother and father were late picking her up from Granny's house. "I'm fine," Nanny had protested. "She doesn't need to ride the bus. I've been driving since I was a little girl on my daddy's farm. You might as well just let Tina stay with me full time during the school year anyway. She's with me more than she's at home, and I like having her around. Helps to keep me from yakking away to myself like a nut. I ain't crazy as long as there's someone else around to hear it. That's why I kept your daddy around as long as I did, Julie. Lord knows he wasn't good for much else, except making decisions. He was always making those. You got lucky with your hubby Don there. He's got ears he uses to listen to you, and he makes real money. Honestly, I don't see why you don't just stay at home with the child anyway. It's not like you two need the second income when you got Mr. Mobile App Developer here wrapped around your little finger." Despite Nanny's protests, Mommy and Daddy won that argument, at least for the moment. Tina was Nanny's granddaughter, not her daughter, and Mommy and Daddy wanted Tina to start riding the bus. Their feet were down. The decision was final. That's how Nanny put it anyway. She said that Mommy and Daddy had put their feet down and nailed their shoes to the floor, and that meant that they weren't going to budge. "Just like her father," Nanny had said under her hot breath. "She's just like him, has to be the one in control." Tina had imagined her parents bent at the knees, driving long nails into the toes of their shoes with hammers like the ones that still hung on the wall out in Graham's old tool shed. Tina played out there sometimes. She peeked in every now and then, even though she knew Nanny didn't want her going in there. That was a private place, she had explained. A place of final decisions. Place for the dead. Tina never understood what Nanny meant by that. She never saw any dead people in there. Just a bunch of old tools hanging on the wall and a dead, dried-up earthworm or two. Once, while playing out there, she found a dead baby bird that had fallen from its nest before it had feathers. But that had been outside the shed. She thought maybe Nanny was just trying to scare her into staying out of there. But it didn't work. Nanny didn't have a scary bone in her body. At least, she didn't have any scary bones that Tina knew about. Not back then.